So Laura, you told me a lot of things that I need in my emergency kit at the office and at home. What kind of items do I need in the car?
Well, in the car it's a little bit different. You're not only preparing for safe travel during a winter weather event, but you're also trying to prepare for survival if you were to get stuck in your car somewhere. One of the things that you like to remember with your emergency kit is not only with your food and your supplies, but also ways to stay warm. So things like blankets, hats, extra gloves, that sort of thing. And you want to remember that if you're keeping gloves and hats in here, try and remember all the members of the family that typically travel in the car with you. Also, good things to remember would be maps, a compass, for example, a portable weather radio, something like this. Always remember extra batteries in this case. You also want to make sure that if you need jumper cables or a first aid kit, it's also good to have some kind of brightly colored object that you can either put outside your vehicle, hang from your antenna, something that might attract attention as well.
And I heard red was the best color for that?
Yeah, red, any bright neon color would be good in that aspect. So something like a car traveling kit that has extra things in it might also be good to go ahead and just stick in your emergency kit. You know, extra small little flashlights that are portable, and then, you know, a little bag of batteries here. Always make sure you have the right batteries for whatever type of item you have in the car.
Just my luck, you know, my flashlight's dead and I don't have the batteries for it.
Right. Now, another key thing to have are snacks in the car. You know, ideally you don't want to spend a whole lot of time in your car, but keeping a day or two of snacks, always things that you're not going to have to cook and things that aren't really going to be perishable. So things like cereal that can be eaten, like Cheerios for example. So I've got some Honey Nut Cheerios in here. Any kind of granola bar is good. Now you also might want to think of canned items like canned fruit, tuna, all that stuff can be eaten without being cooked. Now it's always important though, if you have canned items, that you do have a can opener in there as well, so that you can actually use these items in the event of an emergency. Now, one key thing too is, especially as you're traveling around maybe with some toddlers or some infants, that you also have baby food available. Also, if they need formula, all those sort of supplies should be in here as well. And then one last key thing with that is that you want to make sure that you have bottled water for everybody for at least a couple of days in your emergency kit.
And the medication rule still applies. If you're going to be traveling, make sure you have that insulin or any other kind of medication for the conditions that you have.
Right, if you have prescription medicines, make sure they're in here. If you need proper storing for those, make sure that if there's any kind of temperature recommendation that you're properly stowing those in your emergency kit. But also things like Tylenol, part of your first aid kit, or any kind of infant medicine, that's all in there as well. And then, you know, it's always good to keep a toolkit and some paper towels. You don't know what kind of mess you're going to make, and it also can help you keep condensation off the windows. And then go out and get you a neat little toolkit with some basic supplies in there, so that in the event that you would need some tools to get out of your car or to help yourselves out, that is also available in your emergency kit.
Well, those are great tips for items within the emergency kit, but you also have tips for making sure that your car is in tip-top shape in case of the emergency?
Yes, you always want to make sure that you're having your car services recommended by the dealer. That helps things run smoothly, especially in the event of some kind of emergency. But there are also things that you can do, and so if you follow me around this direction.
Yeah, let's go pop the hood.